Police on the 27th of May, released in July recently, which is why item 67, the MA before Lordships now, was for, on that aspect, is infructuous because she's got bail. Now, I bought Lordship, she brought been released on bail. That was not by ED. That's what I think the trial. So ED has never arrested her. ED hasn't, Lordship. Okay. But then why are you not putting these properties to auction? Have you attached all these assets or not? All the assets. We've got 66 crores. EMD is already deposited. By the month end, we are going to auction. What happens is this: there are 17 properties which are. So to that extent, Mr. Kohli will have no say. Left all watch. The factum is released her on bail. The court. Which court? Sessions Court, Hyderabad, Lord. And Lordship. Lordship, I must point out, she was sitting in Haryana trying to negotiate a property sale when the Hyderabad police picked her up, Lordship. Submit Malone, I will be filing a report. And information and documents from my department will say she took an advance for an attached property. No. For 50 lakhs. No. Make us understand. Yes. When she came here, when this petition was filed, was she in custody or not? Well, she was in custody. Your Lordships had extended the leave where we sought cancellation of bail. Now, she was in custody in contacts with what? In connection with what? Connection with the predicate FIRs. Predicate FIRs and the FIRs were in his states. What she sought in the... So today, she is on bail in all predicate FIRs. No, she's not. So how come she is at home? Because there was an interim order of Lordship's order. Where Lordship said, we are extending you protection for 3 months so that you can get this money. And all this while she has been seeking extensions from your Lordship saying, I'm going to get. She has not got. Now she says, in the interim, because I was arrested by the state police, my time to deposit was expiring in June. Because I was arrested, I could not deposit. Because was earlier Mr. Ranjit Kumar had appeared, thereafter Mr. Sibbal had appeared and sought time for your Lordship's order. This is that link. May I ask His Lordship for a minute, just on the factual part? I'm not making a submission. Lordship had, in November, asked her to deposit 25 crores, which was Lordship's order of 14th November. All this is part of Lordship's order of 5th of March. 5th of March is the final order, Lordship. You don't want to arrest her. But we don't recover the money. That you can keep recovering. In fact, Lordship had stated, in case if she doesn't deposit by June, arrest her. So arrest her in connection with what? In connection with the ECIR and ED proceedings, the PM. So who is stopping you now? She was already in custody just for me. But you can still arrest her. Who is stopping you? I'm saying she has been released on bail in connection with a predicate FIR. This FIR which she was arrested and released is not even a predicate FIR of the have you filed the current... I wish to make one submission only, Lordship. It's with the sale of properties. The ED has attached a total of, Lordship, 28 and 96 properties. Mr. Kohli, for a moment. We are really disturbed. Your client very conveniently ignores our order and she is sitting pretty fine at home. Sorry. Just Lordship may bear with me for a minute. I have just something to say. Mr. Kohli, Lordship, I am your public money. Lordship, the lady unfortunately has duped. That's the case. People from weaker sections. Unfortunately, these gullible persons in that greed to get something more have invested their heart. I am only in your hands. Just Lordship, for one fact that I wish to place. I'm not even making a submission. So today there is no problem for you. No, Lordship, there is an issue. I got a buyer for one of the 4 properties that was to be sold. That property was valued at 25 crores. My buyer offered 21. We wrote to the ED. The ED replied to that to say that this 21 is less. And then the ED said, our understanding is that you have to deposit 25 crores over and above the sale of the 4 properties you have offered. 100%. 100%. That perhaps was not heard. No, sir. No, Mr. Kohli. We are very clear on this. The change of council has happened again. Just one last point, only for consideration. Are you going to deposit this amount or not?
It's open for you to take steps in accordance.
They are, Lordship, of course, instructing me to pray that if another 3 weeks.
No, sir.
I'm placing that only instruction.
Where is our last order?
5th of March, Lordship. Yes,
March? 5th March? Whereas 8 and 9 respectively of our order dated 5th March 2025 reads thus. Today when the matter was taken up for further hearing, we are informed by Mr. Kohli, the learned counsel appearing for the accused, that his client has not been able to deposit the amount of rupees 25 crore as directed by this court. Learned counsel further informed that in one of the FIRs, his client was arrested and has been released on bail by the trial court in the state of Telangana. On the other hand, Mr. Venkatesh, the learned counsel appearing for the ED, would submit that as the accused has failed to deposit the amount of rupees 25 crore as directed by this court, the ED should be permitted to now proceed further in accordance with law, so far as proceedings under the PMLA is concerned. Good. Next. We need not even clarify or say anything insofar as the steps which ED is now required to take in accordance with law. Shall we be open for the ED to take appropriate steps in accordance with law, including arresting the accused in connection with various offences, and simultaneously proceed putting all seized assets to auction for the purpose of recovering the maximum amount. Right? For the present, we direct that let this matter come up after 8 weeks. On the next date of hearing, ED shall file a fresh status report before us. Next matter.
Just one last thing, Lordship, not a submission, as information. One concern that has been, I've been instructed to inform is that the ED's public notice for auction is having valuations less than the valuations that were of the property.
Mr. Kohli, that right is lost. Now we leave it to the better decision of ED.
I bow to that, Lordship. And I was clear on what the order says. I shall again communicate it.
What should be the amount, how it should be done, we leave it to them.
I'm grateful for Lordship's indulgence.
Next matter.
And the Lordship, would I have the liberty, in case that money is raised in the meantime through any source, to approach Lordship, because the efforts are on?
You approach them.
I would, Lordship, but
it's because out of 17 properties that were going for auction, last notice published on 18th of May, two properties belonging to us, they have been put to auction.
No, that we are not getting into.
Your Lordship,
Who is going to decide whether it belongs to you or not? So many have come forward.
I was protected. 28th March order of your Lordship's without 28th March 2023. Your Lordship kindly had
So if it has been incorporated, then it's protected. No problem.
I'm grateful, Lordships.